shows tonight here on Bob Egan's Virtual Piano Bar Night. Thank you all for joining us. I also want to thank, you know what I want to say tonight that I keep forgetting to say is thank all of you that watch it real time and live. Because, I mean, what's really great about this whole format too. Hi Terry, hi Jeff, hi Marjorie, hi Joyce and George and Beth and Penny. Oh my God. Wow, you guys were all like waiting. I love it. Sandy. Wow. And Tom Moore and Bill. John Ward. Yes, John, we are going to get you on the show soon too. Hi, Judy Jones and Judy Moore. Anyway, thank you all those. That's my point. Thank you all that watch it live in the moment because you're the only audience I see live in person since March 14th. So when I see all this, I know you're out there from all over the country, from California, from Provincetown. Hi, Dan McGee and Michelle and Jerry and Pam and Marianne and Maurice. My God. Anyway, so it's a beautiful day here in New Hope, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm coming to you from, and I hope it's nice wherever you are. It is Flag Day. I don't have red, white, and blue on, but I've got the blue seersucker, which I haven't worn on the show yet, I don't think this year. And so there you go. I've got the, the blue and the white. And anyway, we have a crazy fun show for you tonight. I think somehow in Atlantic City's watching. Hi, Ken Silver, Margate, and Sharon, and Dottie, Matthew. I think all my singers that have been in the show before have decided when they come back, they want to go bigger, better, and wilder and crazier. They've discovered green screens. They've discovered props, costumes, and everything. So I love it. The crazier, the better. Normal people bore me. I always like something new. I always like the wackiest, the craziest. Don't be afraid. Hi, Janet Wright from Philadelphia. Janet's going to be on the show next weekend, and Jonathan Hayes here, and Ruth. Wow, it's a full house tonight. So let's see there are a couple things I want to say. For those of you who have never seen the show before, we call it Virtual Piano Bar because that's really what this is. This is like my piano bar. If I was actually playing in a piano bar, you would get all kinds of different singers coming through the door, coming up to hope to get their turn to sing a song or two. And it's people from all walks of life, all ages, singing all kinds of songs. A lot of them are all professional people that have a day job that aren't theater people or professional singers in any way. Hi, Erwin. And Brian Wichinsky. Oh my God. Sandy and Michael Slum. A lot of amazing performers are watching us tonight too. So, and what we do is we bring that into your home. I'm playing piano for all the singers. It's a tedious process to make this happen, virtually, and we're a lot more than 6 feet apart. Trust me, except the ones that we filmed at the house. We have one tonight of one of the songs. I'm so proud of it. It was so much fun making it. I was hysterical that we filmed here. So I think without further ado. We are, by the way, this is the Sunday night shows. This is the 8 to 9 hour, which back in the day was the famous Ed Sullivan hour. So I can now say on Sunday nights, what a show we have for you tonight. Hi, Jimmy Two Canes. I hope you had a good birthday the other day. And Aileen from Spring Lake, and Allison and Rhoda. Wow. Anyway, so without further ado, from Sparta, New Jersey, please welcome Michael Esposito.
Hey, guys. How you doing? I hope, whatever you're doing, you're having fun. Aren't we lucky we got Bobby, the Fingers Egan, tickling the ivory for us so that we can sing a song. And the song I'm going to sing is from a show, Guys and Dolls. Luck be a lady tonight. Now, I think a lot of you guys may think that Frank Sinatra, he was the one that sang that in the show, in the movie. No, it wasn't. The one that sang this song in the movie was none other than Marlon Brando. All right, doll, hit it. They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. you're on a date with me. The pickings have been lush, and yet before the evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might forget to stay, and so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck, let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, and it's not nice. A lady wouldn't wander all over this joint and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep that party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady tonight. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes at me when I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep that party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm that fella you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. 11.
Thank you, Michael. Anybody who came during the 21 years I was at Odette's or to Bowman's Tavern in the last 15 years, chance of Michael sitting at my left side singing along with everybody all night was pretty great that he was there. And I always like when you did Luck Be a Lady. I was trying to figure out in the beginning, Michael, if that was your Marlon Brando accent or Joey from Friends. It sounded a lot like Joey Tribbiani. How you doing? Right? Anyway, well, we have a whole Florida contingent. I see Charlie's there from West Palm Beach, and we've got William, and then we got the whole Philadelphia group, and Penny and Terry, Andy Prescott, Leslie in Oklahoma City. Wow. Debbie. Khalid is watching from Saudi Arabia. You win the award for being the furthest away from from here watching the show tonight. And Karen Clayton and the whole group down in Asbury Park, and my friend Jeff Goffman. Wow, what a great group tonight. So our next singer, if you in the last couple of years, hi Steve, by the way. If you in the last couple of years, if you came into Moonstruck, which is where I would be tonight on a Sunday night, and actually this would be my Sunday night. Chances are you've seen him, especially in the summer when the Met is off season, because Jonathan Waterfield is one of the stage managers at the Met in New York for all the operas, which is pretty big stuff if you ask me. But he happens to also sing as well. And he is going to be with us tonight. He is originally from London, as you may detect in his accent. So for the first time on the show, I'm so glad we finally have him on here. Please welcome my friend Jonathan Waterfield.
Hi, everybody. I'm delighted to be with you here tonight. Those of you who have heard me sing with Bob may remember that in real life, I'm a stage manager for the Metropolitan Opera at Lincoln Center. So this song that I'm going to sing for you by Rodgers and Hart, which comes from their wonderful musical Babes in Arms, always seems a very appropriate song for me. Johnny could only sing one note, and the note he sang was this. Oh! And just so the Lord and the place. Poor Johnny one note yelled willy-nilly until he was blue in the face. For holding one note was his ace. Couldn't hear the brass, couldn't hear the drum. He was in a class by himself, by gum. Poor Johnny one note got in Aida, indeed a great chance to be brave. He took his one note, howled like the north wind, brought forth wind that made critics rave. While Verdi turned around in his grave, couldn't hear the flute or the big trombone. Everyone was mute. Johnny stood alone. Cats and dogs stopped yapping. Lions in the zoo all were jealous of Johnny's big trill. Thunderbolts stopped clapping. Traffic ceased its roar. And they tell us Niagara stood still. He stopped the train whistles, boat whistles, steam whistles, cop whistles, all whistles bow to his skill. Oh, sing Johnny one note, sing out with gusto, and just overwhelm all the crowd. Yes, sing Johnny one note out loud. Sing Johnny one note. Sing Johnny one note out loud.
Hey, that's fun, Jonathan. I'm so glad we finally did that. When Jonathan and I are doing that live, he usually holds that last note out for about a page long, and it's hysterical. But not being able to be with him to do it, I didn't want to make it too long in case he was turning blue. I didn't know when to stop it. I will tell you a little funny backstory about Jonathan's performance. When I first started the show, Jonathan had seen like one of the first shows and said he would love to be on the show, and I said, love to have you on. And so we recorded that song, and I called to see how it was going, and he sent me an email that literally had me in tears. He had said, one thing that we all do, because we don't have all this equipment, so we improvise. We stack things on top of each other to get the iPad up, and you hold it with this and that, and you tie it with a bungee cord, or duct tape. You guys, everything's duct tape, right? So he said he got all set up for his shoot. He had the iPad ready to go. He had the music ready. He went to press play, and the bookshelf collapsed, smashing his iPad into a million pieces. I was in tears. I was so upset. I felt so bad. And that was about a month ago, over a month ago. So I just happened to reach out to him last week, and I said, "How I still feel bad about your iPad." He says, "The new one's coming today." I'll have it done for tonight. So I'm so glad to have you here. It was worth the wait, Jonathan. Thanks so much. And our next performer, I also want to say we have a first-time watcher in Long Branch, New Jersey, Hux. Hux is watching. Hux is a Frenchie. And his parents sent me a wonderful picture. So you will see Hux on the next Sunday's show because he sent me a selfie that he took himself. Also, let's see, Kathy's out there. All right, well, anyway. Kathy, you're just in time because our next performer, I think you know. From Hunterdon County, Kevin Gray is... Kevin, I've known Kevin for years. He comes in a lot when I'm playing, usually at Bowman's Tavern or at the Clinton House when I'm there. And Kevin's been doing a lot of Sinatra and the Rat Pack kind of his shows the last couple of years, all for great charities and stuff. And he's just a really good guy, and he does this for people that need help. So we need help. So thanks for being here tonight, Kevin. Please welcome my friend Kevin Gray.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time she'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. She will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Mr. Peaceful, Mr. Happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. And maybe this time I win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Mr. Peaceful, Mr. Happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time, I
I hope so, Kevin. I hope so. I'm rooting for you, baby. Thanks, Kevin. Nice job. You can check Kevin out on his website too, which is kevin-jgray.com. Easy. Also, thank you all thank you all have been so wonderfully supporting the show since we started it. Your little Venmo and PayPal virtual tip jar things do help pay for the overhead of putting the show on and food. Another thing. So thank you very much. I appreciate it every little bit. And thanks for just showing up to watch the show and support it and support live entertainment, which this is live entertainment, technically. So our next song is the one I was telling you about. I can't wait to see this all myself because I can't stop laughing when I watched it. We had fun filming it here at the house, and well, anyway, it speaks for itself. So please welcome Miss Beth Hansen.
I ride my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door at daylight. It almost seems that you're a boy to me. I'm okay alone, but you've got something I need. I've got a brand new pair pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around a while, you've got something for me. Well, I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. Go pretty fast and I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Some people say I do alright for a girl. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around a while, you got something for me. Well, I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I asked your mother if you were at home. She said yes, but you're not alone. Sometimes I think that you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you've got something I need. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I think that we should get together and try them out, you see. I've been looking around a while, you've got something for me. Well, I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. I've got a brand new pair of roller skates, you got a brand new key. Bye-bye.
I think we're having a little too much fun, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I know you did, actually. I see everybody's comments. I just got such a kick out of that. I had an idea on how I wanted to do it. Beth was over one day for the pool, and she said, and I said, how come you're not in the pool? She said, I'm waiting to shoot my number so I can get my hair wet. So we just had more fun doing that, and that was the genius of Michael Traupman in editing, and he did all the shooting on it. I had an idea for how to do that number, and they took it 10 levels higher. So thank you, Miss Beth. Beth is from Abington, Pennsylvania, which happens to be where I was born, in Abington Hospital. So there you go. Our next performer. Oh, he's back. Speaking, oh yeah, and Matthew is awfully creative too with green screens and stuff. You saw him in our New York show, singing like in Manhattan, or at least with the Manhattan skyline behind him. And he's back tonight. So please welcome from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, Matthew Allan.
Hey Bob, thanks for having me back. I'm so happy to be here. Tonight I'm going to share a song with everyone. It's a little bit of a different song for me. It's about a guy who's really been unlucky in the game of love. And there's only one game left that he can play. There was a man, a lonely man, who lost his love through his indifference. A heart that cared, that went unshared, until it died in his silence. And solitaire's the only game in town, and every road that takes him down. And by himself it's easy to pretend he'll never love again. Another day, a lonely day, so much to say the night, his sleepless nights, his eyes are closed, his heart is broken, and solitaire's the only game in town, and every road that takes him down, and by himself it's easy to pretend he's coming back again, and keeping to himself he plays the game. Without his love it always ends the same, while life goes on around him everywhere, he's playing solitaire. A little hope goes up in smoke. Just how it goes without saying. Pretend he'll never love again. Oh, and keeping to himself he plays the game. Without his love it always ends the same, while life goes on around him everywhere, he's playing solitaire. Playing solitaire. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, Matthew. Wow, that's a great. I love that song. That was a Neil Sedaka song, which obviously I see a lot of. Since it's so many musicians watching the show, I mean, you guys are like the master class of audiences too, which is amazing. That's a Neil Sedaka song. I didn't really pay attention to it till, I want to say sometime in the late 70s, when a singer that I absolutely fell in love with named Jane Oliver recorded it. And it was like I just heard it again for the first time. It blew me away. And it's always been a favorite song, and not enough people ever sing it. So thanks for doing that, Matthew. Now I know why when you said we start in that low key, now I understand, because it gets pretty high towards the end. I always call those the you'll thank me in the end keys. Get it? Anyway, cheers, everybody. Have a cocktail. Sit back and relax. We still have another half of the show to go. My signature Tito's Martini with lemon. And my Jekyll glass that says, I have glasses that say yours and mine engraved. Tonight I have yours. And so there you go. To here's to yours. So our next performer, also first time in the show. I'm thrilled to have him here because I get to see him once a year normally. Some of the people watching, actually TJ who's watching, TJ introduced me to him. He's a performer in New York and played a lot of the clubs and cabarets around New York. And once a year, TJ would bring him down to Moonstruck, and we would get to sing a song or two together, and then that would be it for another year. So we finally got to connect tonight, and he wanted to do this song, and I think as pretending that he's at Moonstruck and singing to the four people sitting at the bar. So I thought it was kind of fun. So please welcome for the first time on the show, all the way from Connecticut, Norwalk, Connecticut. I think I've driven through there. Yes, Norwalk, Connecticut, Scot Albertson.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. We are here at PPI Professional Recording Studio, nestled in the cradle of New York City, and this is where I videotape my weekly video series called Dedication in Isolation, because as we say, we're getting it out to the nation. Thank you, Bob Egan, for inviting me onto his weekly series, which is Virtual Piano Bar, which is Wednesday nights and Sundays. And Bob and I came up with the idea when Bob asked me to be on the show with him to do a dedication to his many, many performing nights down at Moonstruck in Asbury Park, New Jersey, which I've been a part of, and to some of the very, very strong supporters that were there to the weekly series. I'm just wild about Saffron. Saffron's wild about me. I'm just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me. They call him Mellow Yellow. They call him Mellow Yellow. They call him Mellow Yellow. Bob's just wild about Tina. Tina's wild about Bob. Bob is just wild about Tina. Tina's wild about Bob. They call them Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call them Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call them Mellow Yellow. He's so mellow, she's so mellow. Bob's just wild about Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou is wild about Bob. Bob is just mad about Uncle Lou. Lou is just mad about Bob. They call them Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call them Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call them Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. He's so mellow, he's so mellow. Bob's just wild about Richard. Rich is just wild about Bob. Bob is just wild about Richard. Rich is just wild about Bob. Call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. He's so mellow. Electric banana, gonna be the sudden craze. Electric banana, bound to be the very next phase. They call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call him Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. He's so mellow, he's so mellow. I'm just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about a Saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call him Mellow Yellow.
Thanks, Scott. Oh, I always loved that song. I thought that was so... I remember when it came out, Donovan, right? The singer was Donovan. And it just was just so much fun. I mean, how do you not feel good when you hear that song? I have no idea what Electrical Banana is, but in the 60s, even the Beatles, I mean, everybody sang about a lot of things that to this date, I have no idea what they are, and I probably will never know what they are. And I'm not sure they knew what they are. They just made up stuff and put it to music, and it worked. It stuck, right? What is that? Hi to a few people. I see Frank's watching. Frank Powell, nice to see you. And also, one of my favorite photographers in the world, Margarita. I love you. And Jennifer Orr and Linnell and more great performers. My friend Susan McCarthy in Asbury Park, the woman who introduced me to Asbury Park. And Joan and Patty, Bruce Clow, Mila, Yasmin, Denise Marshall. You were born in the same hospital as me. Another connection. Another every week we find something else we have in common. My friend Bennett Lee, another great performer, same piano player, and also we have my team from my days back at Odette's. Andy Prescott's watching, and Liz Dufour. And before I forget, I also want to wish a couple people happy birthday. We had 2 Johns yesterday. John Richardson,
Happy birthday, John!
the main producer of the show, the head of the virtual the piano part. John Richardson, who started all this,
Big cheese.
had his birthday yesterday. And also from up in New England is my friend Jonathan Slivka, who never misses. I love when you both come in when I'm playing up in Cape Cod. You never miss, and it's you're celebrating your birthday. I'm glad you're here watching, and my friend Paul LeCitra in New Hope celebrating the big 8-0 today. Anyway, so happy birthday. Also, I want to do our little selfie shout out. So these are the people that sent me. If you send me a selfie, send me a selfie. If you send me a selfie from yourself watching the show, I will put it on the next Sunday show. I already have a Frenchie that's going to be in next week's show, so I've already got one ready. But last week we have our friend Gretchen, I see, is watching. Gretchen Jekyll from Pottersville, Gladstone, New Jersey, yes. And Kevin Gray, who performed earlier, and Kathy. And we also have Gerard and Heather and Wendy and Tim and Khalid in Saudi Arabia. Yay, we're spreading across the globe. I'm going to get people from Australia next weekend, I promise. I'm going to make it happen. So, moving right along. Our next performer, for many years I did a lot of showcases. I started them on Monday nights at Odette's. And showcase night was kind of like this. It was where you'd get to see 9 different performers. They would each sing 2 songs. It was about a 90-minute show. And it was a great way to see a variety of singers and to give the singers all a way to, get used to singing in front of people, get used to being on the stage in front of the lights. And it was a great format. And I really got to know Jerry when I started that, because Jerry was in a lot of our shows, and Jerry's done a lot of things in his life, but he was also a music producer, and he worked back in a lot of big productions back in the day. The one I love to talk about the most was he was on the production of Bette Midler's Clams on the Half Shell Review. So here to represent the Great American Songbook tonight, along with Jonathan Waterfield, who sang earlier from Rodgers and Hart, but giving us tonight's Irving Berlin is Jerry Wichinsky.
Hey, Bob. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to perform for your virtual audience once again, and it's greatly appreciated. Tonight I'm going to be doing a song from the Irving Berlin Songbook. This is a song that he wrote for Fred Astaire for a film called Follow the Fleet in the 1930s. It's called Let's Face the Music and Dance. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed. But while there's moonlight, music, love, and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music, wonderful music. Let us face the music and dance. Be safe, everyone.
Thanks, Jerry. That was really awesome. I love that song. I used to play that. That song always brings back funny memories to me too. As you know, I have a million memory stories. When somebody would be sitting at my piano bar back in the day when we played for people, live people, hundreds of people piled in a room. When somebody would be sitting at my piano and his ex-wife would walk in, I would say, "There may be trouble ahead." And it usually went over everybody's head, but I got a laugh out of it. There are some other people I want to say hi to too. Oh my God, from New Hope we have Frank DeLuca, and also my sisters are watching, Marianne and Kathleen and Fred White, and my friend Robert Calvin, who moved out. I think you're in California now, if I remember right. And my friend Eddie Bruce, who has a show every Friday night. He's in Philadelphia watching us. And Robin Hall is representing Atlantic City tonight. And my friend Noreen, my neighbor in Asbury Park, I love you. I miss you. And Vic, Vic, it's so good to see you watching the show tonight too. And Pam and Steve, welcome them. You're going to see them on the show really soon. And Vi is in Florida. And we have Lois from Hilton Head, South Carolina. My God, this is fabulous. As I was saying right at the front of the show, I love that a lot of you watch the show live and not just wait to watch YouTube the next day, because if you watch it live, then I have some kind of sense of life of people right in front of me, and I see people watching tonight that I've never even known have seen the show. So thank you. So the other fun thing about doing this show is I get to connect and make music with people that I don't get to do it very easily, like Scott Albertson earlier and Jonathan Waterfield. The people I only get to see a couple times a year, or maybe once a year. And there are a lot of people that we've crossed paths over the last 35 years, let's say, and that live really far away. But the nice thing about this is that even my friend Darren, it's in Australia. I'm going to try to get him on the show. It doesn't matter where you are. We can make this happen, and I can have them as a guest. So our next performer is just that. Back in the day at Odette's, we had 21 years of great, between the piano bar and the cabaret, 21 years of amazing stuff had happened. And I had one thing I never did is I never wanted lip syncing. I didn't want anybody that didn't sing. It wasn't in karaoke. It was all raw talent in the cabaret. And I had come across a performer that I got to see a couple times in Provincetown, who was the best Cher I've ever seen to date, still the best Cher, Bette Midler, Carol Channing, a whole long list of characters that he does. And he's a staple in Key West. He is a feature headliner at La Di Da and has been for many years. And I finally got to bring back the famous Randy Roberts. Oh, Randy. So what I want to say about Odette's was that Randy sings all with his own voice. So Randy's going to be on the show tonight. Please welcome all the way from Key West, Florida, Randy Roberts.
Hi, everybody out there in virtual piano bar land. Bob, it's so great to be able to spend a little time here, sing a little song for you. Here we go. Let's take it nice and easy. It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax and don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. The problem now, of courses, to simply hold our horses. To rush would be a crime, 'cause nice and easy does it every time. I like your eyes, your lip, that oh so fabulous smile. You laugh and spring goes right out of style. And oh, the thrill I feel each time my fingers gently trace that face, that face, oh that face. Oh, what a face, that face. It lights up a room. It intoxicates me just like heady perfume. No painter or photographer could catch it. No rainbow or no sunset ever match it. Beneath the moon, the stars, and under the sun, asleep or awake, it is second to none. What view completes my universe, transcending time and space? That face, that face, oh that face. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say. So let's make all the stops along the way. Make me rainbows, make me spring in the snow, make me beautiful music wherever I go. Make me unwind, leave behind rhyme or reason. Make me a room where I'll bloom out of season. Make me sunsets, paint our names in the sky. Let your arms be my wings, and together we'll fly. Don't let me fall till I'm all I can be. Make me rainbows, star-spangled rainbows. Make those rainbows for me. So let's start getting cozy. The future's looking rosy. Those bells are gonna chime. 'Cause nice and easy does it, bright and breezy does it. Nice and easy does it every time.
I love that. Love you, Randy. That was so amazing. Randy has a show every Friday night from Key West, and it happens to be on at 8 o'clock. So here I am on Friday nights going, Randy Roberts, the Randy Roberts Show, Eddie Bruce, Randy Roberts, Eddie Bruce. This is me on Friday nights. My neck hurts. But I have a really special guest. Are you ready? Guess who my next guest is? Ready? It's Randy Roberts.
Howdy. I'm standing in a parking lot in Palm Beach. I couldn't get a signal inside.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Everyone loved your number. What a great medley. Is that Jim Rice?
That's a combination of Jim Rice and me. We always work together on them, but yes.
It's a great medley and stuff.
some new guy on piano.
Oh yeah, that Bob Egan guy, right?
That's him. Do you know him?
Very well. I see a lot of him lately. How are you?
I've seen a lot of Randy Roberts too. What's going on with my hair? Okay.
I don't know. Which I loved your hair in your number. That was your Randy. Tell me how many characters you do. I forgot now.
I have no idea. I'm basically working on Beth, Cher, and that redhead now, and the rest of the characters. Consuela, my Latin character, pops in now and then, but you have to be so careful now not to offend anybody. It's so politically correct these days that I'm afraid to do anyone. I'm afraid to do myself these days. I might offend myself. I mean, I've seen me.
I'm so glad you could actually be on the show too. Remember all the great times we had at Odette's?
Odette's. I loved that room. You could see everybody's face, but they didn't know it. Just the most perfect room.
I always tell people the best thing that we ever did was one year Randy was the headliner for our big New Year's Eve. Randy loves doing New Year's Eves at Odette's. And the year after it flooded and everything went crashed and burning, Randy said, well, why don't we still have the show somewhere else? And we put on a show to end all shows up at Hotel du Village in New Hope with Susie Slidell.
And Jim Rice on piano.
What's that?
And Jim Rice on piano.
Oh, I don't know how we made all that happen. That was amazing.
It just happened.
It was a hell of a
great night.
It was, and do you know that Marie is watching? Marie from Odette's is watching as we speak.
Hi, Marie.
Right now, she's saying hi to you.
Oh, I see that. He saw Brava.
Brava, you saw it. Good. But anyway, we missed you. I miss those days. You were part of the Odette's family. I mean, you could have been anywhere New Year's Eve, but you always wanted to spend it up with us. If we
I loved Odette's. Well, it's all because of you, Bob Egan. You're the one that kept that place. You added you were the major part of the spell that caused the magic. How's that?
Thank you, Randy.
You're the Endora of
That's
Odette's.
very sweet. My jaw is dropping because our friend Billy Stritch is watching and sending two of our favorite people.
I see that. Hi, Billy. We actually, Billy and I have been texting today. So Billy on Thursday nights does Billy's Place at 8:00 on his Facebook page and on his YouTube channel, Billy Stritch channel. And he does the most amazing, like you, sit at the piano and sing and talk to the audience. But he had a new camera this past Thursday that was one of the clearest videos I'd seen. So, of course, I called him immediately afterwards. And he hung up the first time because he knew it was me. And then he finally picked up. And then he gave me all the information. No, but he gave me all the information. I love Billy. And his husband, Doug, is a great producer. So it's, yeah.
Billy's one of the finest musicians. Any singer, Liza. He's played for some pretty big people. Liza, yeah.
Liza who?
She's Judy Garland's daughter.
Who? But you know what? Billy's a great pianist, but he's a great singer on his own. So
he's a great singer. He's a great songwriter, too. I love his new song.
And he's a nice guy.
He's a hell of a nice guy. Well, so anyway, so are you, Randy. Thank you for being on the show. I love you, and we'll see you in Florida one day.
I love you, too. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and keep supporting Bob Egan. And, the ticker's not down there, but tip. Bob has to pay for all that he does and has to live, and thank you all for joining in. I'll be on in what is today? Sunday? Is today Sunday?
Yeah.
So I'll probably do another one of my live streams too, in not a week from this coming Friday, every other Friday on my Randy Roberts page. But anyway,
we'll be watching.
Support Bob, support Billy, support everybody out there. Thank you so much for having me. It's a joy. I love you, Bob Egan. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was so sweet. Hold on. I have to quick change something here. There we go. All right. How fun was that, right? You didn't know that was going to happen, did you? Well, anyway, it is that time where Michael Traupman sings the song, the man who made those amazing videos earlier, the Beth Hansen. There you are. There you are.
We had a lot of fun doing that. Beth was really game. Because, we kept dragging her all over the yard. Oh, now we're going to shoot here, and now we're going to shoot here, and now we're going to shoot here, and now we're going to shoot here. She was great.
You kept dragging her over the yard.
Yeah, you came into the office and played piano.
I was busy making, more recordings virtually, more socially distanced duets, right? So we were going to take a request, but I already know what the answer is going to be. I was going to say, do you want Michael to do Stars Fell in Alabama or Moon River? And the first request is coming in for, let's see. What do you want, Moon River or Stars Fell? I just know it's going to be Moon River. It's going to be Moon River. Let's just do it. Moon River, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie.
Leslie this goes out to Leslie in Oklahoma City.
Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's bend, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me. Dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. The same rainbow's end, waiting around the bend, my huckleberry friend, Moon River and me.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Bob.
Great job. I knew everyone was going to pick that. I didn't even think about when you mention choices and Moon River's one of them. It's always that. It's such a great song. I could hear that. I could have that in every week's show, and everybody would be. I'd be happy. Donald, hello, more people. Wow, I love it. More people. And Janet, right? There's some people I missed too earlier. Polly, our friend Polly in New Hope, who's going to be in who's been in the show a couple times already. And did I miss everybody? Oh, a request from Saudi Arabia. I love a dream. I love that song, the Everly Brothers. That will be in one of the shows. Dream, dream, dream. I promise next week we'll do a sing along. I kind of overlooked that tonight. The other thing I almost overlooked this past week was the other night. Well, Wednesday night show. I urge you to check out our Wednesday nights, because Wednesday night we have a theme night. And, my cousin Patty in Florida. Thank you for watching, Patty. Down in Kissimmee. How do you pronounce it? Kissimmee. Anyway, Wednesdays we have a theme night. And last Wednesday I had Burke Backrack. And this coming Wednesday is all Beatles. And it's a great cast for this Wednesday. And half the people you have never seen in a show before. So I've got a lot of new faces for you with every show. And I mean, with the Beatles, like, where do you start with? 800 great songs, and we have time to do 11 of them, maybe, if we're lucky. But it's going to be a great night. Last week we were doing the Burke Backrack. We had so much fun with that, and it was such great performances. So thank you all for your incredible, incredible support. Well, we have one last performance of the night. And what can I say? The award for pulling out all the stops for tonight's show. I told you it was going to be a very theatrical experience. It would be a night that you would never forget. And this is proof of that. I love this woman. I love when she comes in to see me at Bowman's Tavern and mess up my hair while she's singing some naughty song. We went to the same high school together, not at the same time, but the same high school. I don't think that in their newsletters, I don't think they mention us, so I won't mention them anymore. But anyway, please welcome Meagan Hill.
For years a fairy queen I've been. For years I foiled the demon king. But alas, I'm getting on. The years have flown somehow. And I feel that fairy dewdrop isn't wanted now. Nobody loves a fairy when she's 40. Nobody loves a fairy when she's old. She may still have her magic powers, but that is not enough. They want their bit of magic from a younger bit of stuff. When once your silver star has lost its glitter, and your tinsel looks like rust instead of gold, your fairy days are ending when your wand has started bending. No one loves a fairy when she's old. For years I lived in Fairy Dell. I waved me wand and waved it well. If I can't do all I did, I'm satisfied because I'd sooner be a has-been than I would a never was. 'Twas I who helped Aladdin find a cave that wasn't there. 'Twas I who told Dick Whittingham, turn round, and then Lord Mayor. I've been the fairy of the flowers, the yellow daffodils. I've been the fairy of the wind and suffer from it still. In satin-covered toe shoes I would toe dance through the glen, beloved by all the children and run after by the men. No one could touch me for me splits were all the rage, until I pirouetted left and danced right off the stage. Nobody loves a fairy when she's 40. Nobody loves a fairy when she's old. As far as I can see, they try to push you off the map. When once your wand is withered and your wings refuse to flap. When you can't cast a spell without it spilling. And a fairy tale for years you haven't told. You stand there shouting, woohoo! They all pass by your grotto. No one wants a fairy. No one wants a fairy when she's old. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Meagan. You made our night. You made us all laugh. You made us smile. I just think it's really amusing that she just happened to have all this in her closet. You know, I mean, she didn't just run out and buy all this because you can't. She just happened to have all this hanging around. And John Bell, what a great photographer you are. That's a videographer. That was so great of you guys to put that together. I want more. I want more of those. More. The crazier, the better, as far as I'm concerned. I also want to say, oh, Paul Frank's there watching. I grew up with Paul, a couple doors away. And Corey Lau, who's been on the show a couple times, and was so great last weekend. We loved your performance. And I forgot to say hi to Patricia down by Atlantic City, and Gail, and Charlotte, and Maurice, and Rick. Oh, what a night. You guys have been amazing tonight. This is one of the most fun shows we've had yet. I think I can't believe the amount of people. Roger was there, and Ed Lewis, people I work with in Asbury Park, and Rich. Oh my God. I've never seen so many people. So thank you guys so much, because it's been a crazy couple months trying to get through without seeing people. So I'm going to, before I say goodbye, and I will see you on Wednesday, I hope, for our Beatles night. I want to urge you also to support all the other artists that are trying to do this on, that are doing this online on Facebook. Whenever you see a show and you're enjoying it, always share with your friends. Keep spreading the word. That's how everybody finds out about us. My friend Eddie, like I said, Eddie Bruce every Friday night. Randy Roberts every other Friday. My friend Michael Mackessy's doing a thing for Broadway on demand on Tuesday nights, which I was on that series on this past Tuesday night. And of course John Richardson, 5-6 shows a week. In Provincetown, and my friend Liz Dufour on Saturday nights. You guys are all the best. and I urge everybody to support them. Thank you, John and Jonathan and Heather, for producing the show and putting this together and keeping me, doing it. Thank you, Lisa Sherman. She's going to be on the show on Wednesday for our Beatles. But anyway, so I want to thank you all and say good night. And thank you again, Michael, for all your amazing editing. Michael makes sure that all the videos are up to snuff and does all that editing. It's a lot of tedious work. This is not an easy thing. And please support all our small businesses as you're going out, and keep all our healthcare workers in your prayers. I love you guys. I'll see you on Wednesday and next Sunday. Have a good night.